Hey guys, this is Shiza from Gaming Curious, and today we're going to go over the patch notes 0.47. In gameplay and balance updates, we have a big change to melee damage. They now patch that melee attacks deal a lot more damage to Sage's barriers and Haven's double doors. The reasoning for that is that in eco rounds or rounds where you don't have enough money to buy anything else but pistols, it is kind of frustrating to get through these things, and this makes it easy for your opponent to catch you off guard. So instead of having to empty your whole magazine to shoot down Sage barriers, you can now melee them down more efficiently. Raze also got hit. Her paint shells were reduced from 2 to 1, but now they have a kill reset. So it requires you to get 2 kills to refresh the cooldown, making it a little bit harder to get them, and you can't just spam them. They also adjusted the audio for pretty much all of her abilities, since they were kind of indistinguishable. I would like to see something like that for Jet as well, because her dash sometimes sounds like a smoke, and this can be really confusing playing against her. They also fixed some bugs with her paint shells where they would explode quicker than intended. So all in all, I think these are pretty good solutions to the issues. I'll look forward to seeing how much this impacts the actual gameplay, since not being able to spam the paint shells will probably have a huge impact. Very welcome nerf. Sage also got updated a little. Her slow up now also slows you down if you're in the air in the zone. So agents like Jet can just hover above them. And it also allows you to walk through the slow up now without making any noise. I do believe that's a pretty big nerf to Sage, especially because Sage hasn't really been at the top of anybody's list from higher rated lobbies. Listening to pros, she's not as strong of a character as most people make her out to be, so these half nerfs are kind of weird, but we will see how that plays out. Maps also got a couple updates. There were several exploits on Bind, Haven, and Split. I'm not gonna go through all of them because most of them were pretty minor. On Split, they also removed the B mid to B main orb. I do believe that's a pretty nice touch, but we will see how much impact that will actually have on the gameplay, since I feel like orbs at the moment are just a nice bonus to get rather than an incentive to push. But as with all these things, we will have to see how it plays out. Also some quality of life changes, pretty much all back-end changes, so nothing really too interesting. Just that if you had really high FPS, sometimes the game would feel a little bit more laggy, since some ISPs throttle your game traffic if you had too many FPS. This will pretty much have no impact on your gameplay except if you had like really high FPS, and in that case it would be a positive one. There were some bug fixes. I think the most notable one is that Cypher's spy cam can no longer use weapons. This was a quite funny bug. You could just throw a pistol at one of his spy cams, and then Cypher could use this pistol to shoot at you from his spy cam view. It's kind of funny, but I get why they patched that one out. And they also fixed that the circle that is around you on the minimap, indicating where your footsteps can be heard, sometimes did not appear, and now it should always appear. This was a pretty small patch, but I think most of the changes are very welcome. As I said, I don't know what to think about the Sage changes too much, since she is not rated that highly, and it's kind of surprising to see her even getting touched like that. Anyways, that was the short patch notes rundown. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment on what you want to see next, and subscribe and ring the bell to always be notified for new uploads. Other than that, stay healthy and see you soon.